Okay, so it is now it's not day 24, but like I said, I'm playing catch up. If you watched the last video, you heard me say that I'm playing catch up on the video challenge because I went through some stuff this weekend, just mental shift stuff. So Friday, the story continues. Kat and I had this amazing conversation on Thursday, and actually it hadn't even hit amazing yet, and we didn't realize it. But on Thursday, we were kind of like going back and forth, like, oh, this is how we feel, and oh my gosh, we're like both kind of feeling the same way, but separate situations, whatever. So Kat and I are just kind of, leaning on each other back and forth in messages, and I talked to her a little bit on Thursday, and so on the story continues, Kat reads this post that the person posted in the group about, whether or not you're maybe angry at yourself, and, maybe this anger doesn't come from other people, maybe it comes from within, and it's something you need to change about yourself. So Kat has this major shift, and she's like, telling me about it, and I was getting ready to go to a women's conference at my church. So basically, at the end of the conversation, Kat's like, I'm just going to get off my ass and I'm just going to do this. Like, there's certain, we were both talking about how we just like struggle with certain aspects of it, and how we've had so much crazy, amazing things happen, and so much success on a personal level, on an emotional level, and just all these shifts that we've had just within this business, this online marketing, and these amazing things that we've done. But we got stuck somewhere. Like we suddenly, we were missing something. So we continue to have this conversation, right up until like I was like late for my conference, but I was just having such a moment, messaging back and forth with my friend, that I was just like, oh, this can wait. So I go to the women's conference at church. And the first thing I hear when I walk in the door is Christine Kane say, there are not many people who speak prophecy into my life. And that is so true for me and Kat. I definitely, I have some girlfriends that absolutely, and they know who they are, that have this ability to bring me down a notch or take me up a level, and Kat is one of those people. So that's the first thing. And I had told her that I'm like, there's not many people, like I'm not very open with very many people. So that's the first thing I hear when I walk into church, and I'm like, oh yeah, just in time. I'm not late. I am just in time. So I continue, with my women's conference or whatever, and pretty much the subject at the women's conference was about resolve. It was about making, we make all these bazillion resolutions, but we never really get off of our butts and resolve them. We make resolution after resolution. We make, wishes and dreams and hopes and all these proclamations, but we never actually follow through with any conviction. So that was what Friday night was about. Again, like continuing on with this message, and I'm sorry if I lost you. Maybe you caught up on this video, but I hope that you gained something. I know that you gained something from this, and I will see you on the next video. So resolve, we have to have less of a wishbone and more of a backbone, and actually stand up and get the things that we want out of life. It's not the government's fault. It's not your mom's fault. It's not your dad's fault. It's not your ex's fault. It's your fault. Get up off your wishbone, stand up on your backbone, and make stuff happen. So that's what, the message that I got out of Friday night. So it just continues and continues and continues. And I know that this has been amazing for you, and I cannot wait to continue my story on the next video.